Hello, my YouTube friends. Today I'm going to talk about a knife that I was really excited.
Hello,
YouTube! What do we have here? My little daughter. Yeah, okay.
Subscribe, please!
Oh.
Send that video!
Okay, we're going to see about that. Bye-bye! Let me make this video. Let me try, actually. During the weekend, it's very hard to make some videos. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so what we have here is a sniper blade work. One-off, I would say. I had anticipated because I was searching for a DMF for a long time. I already have an LPC and a DH from Sniper Blade Work, and I really wanted to achieve my collection to get a DMF, which I had now. And today, actually, I am happy with it. I received it like a month ago, and it had a lot of issues, so I needed to send it back because the lock bar was failing. It didn't lock actually, so there was no retention at all, and the anodization was so lame. I mean, probably you can imagine what it was. If you check here the stop pin, it was yellow, but it was almost like a gold bar. You see, like that, yellow, shiny yellow. So I hated it. I thought on the picture that it was a kind of matte and vintage bronze, as it is now. So unfortunately enough for me, I have a nice friend, Eric de Mongiver, which is a knife maker, great knife maker. I have made a video about one of his knives, the Spartacus. So I sent him the knife to redo the anodization, and I think that he made an awesome job. This dark bronze is just perfect. A little bit shiny because it's a satin finish, but still a very, very nice finish. So if you compare it to the yellow, awful yellow here, it's much better this way. And he put it a 5 probably on the lock, so it can operate better, and it can lock. It can be used as a lock. So you see, I had some issues with this knife. So when I received it, like a week ago, I tried to make a video and I stopped it because I had those issues. This knife is a kind of mix between the Sniper Blade Work and what Eric de Mongiver made of it. So, I was not that happy, and I stopped the video, and actually I thought that I didn't like the knife. So I took my time, and now a week after I can enjoy it, because now today I really enjoy this knife. It's a beautiful knife. It's a huge knife. It is a beast of a knife. So what do we have here? It's a full titanium. I mean, it's a monster. Look at the thickness of the handles here. I mean, that is just insane. Let me try to just open it. Can you stay like that? Oh yeah, perfect. You can stay like that. Let me see. Here we have also the Solo V4. Look at the handles here. I mean, it is very much comparable, probably slightly over on the Solo V4 side. The dial is a little bit thicker, but not by that much. It's thicker, but actually here you have more space between the handles, so it is as large as the Solo V4. So that's a huge knife. And if we lose the angle, look how they appear together. So here the angle is almost lost. So this one is a little bit wider, but the DMF is longer, and we usually say that the dial dwarfs every other knife. Okay, so you can also add another dwarver. Is it even English? I don't know. Another dwarver. That would be this DMF. I really need to put to take some distance to film this knife. Now look at the beautiful handles. I'm sorry, like I say, I mean, it catches everything that you can that exists on Earth will be catched by this handle. But look at the beautiful anodization that Eric did. This bronze with some purples. I kind of like, when you put the oil of the finger, it makes for different shades. I just love it. Then you have this, I would say, peculiar. The blade shape is the blade shape of the DMF. But this pattern here, snake pattern, is for sure made on purpose, but actually it's a kind of tribute and that's what drove me to buy this knife. Actually, it's a tribute to the character of Snake Plissken in the old movie from the 70s, I would say, yeah, Escape from New York, which was one of my favorite movie when I was young, a young guy. So it's a tribute to Snake Plissken. So I couldn't pass on this one. A DMF, I wanted that. A tribute to Snake Plissken. Whoa, what the heck? And a full titanium handle, which is, you know, my favorite combo. So yeah, I took it for the issues that I mentioned. I had a hard time getting into it, but now I just love this knife. The grind, you can appreciate it like that, but it's always better to have a satin finish or a powder finish to appreciate the complexity of the grind, but even like that you can appreciate it here. Here you have a hollow grind, okay? That's a very complex grind, as you can see. Very, very special. A nice swedge here. The point is kind of strong here. And again, look at the complexity here. Look at the thickness of the blade here. This is one of the thicker blade for a folding knife that I have ever seen. I mean, I have never seen a thicker blade here. So this knife has got a lot of weight. It's at least 3 ounces over the Solo V4, which is already a kind of a really heavy knife. So very, very, very heavy. The ergonomics of this knife are just awesome. Awesome. I wouldn't say the same for the cutting power, because this knife, to tell you the truth, I don't find a lot of use per se with it, because for EDC, definitely you don't want to EDC a big knife like that. Very, very hard to carry, even if the clip is kind of cool, but very hard to carry in the pocket, very heavy, even for me, and I love heavy knives. So for EDC, no, gentlemen, forget it. Tactical, it's difficult to use it as tactical because it's not that penetrating here, not that much. As the V4 actually, you could think that it has some penetrating power, but not that much, not that much. So yeah, the same. I mean, feeling I have for the V4, I don't find a lot of use for those knives actually. So if it's not for gentlemen, EDC, if it's not also for self-defense, outdoor, I'd rather have a fixed. So, you know, it's mainly for the beauty of the knife, the collectible thing. I already said it, collecting thing to me is a disease. And unfortunately, I have this disease, and I'm trying to cure myself, but it's very hard, very, very hard. So, beautiful, beautiful knife. Look at that. So now the issue with the lock bar, yeah, it's resolved. So now you have, but still, you know, I put it the lime, so you have some movement. See, if I push it, you have some movement here, and it's not. It will become, I'm sure, but it's not very, very smooth. You see, you have some stiffness when you disengage the blade. Then the blade is so big that with this silly, I mean, that is silly. It's not strong at all, so it doesn't hold the pivot in place. And when my friend disassembled the knife, he seen that they didn't even put, you know, some bronze phosphor washer. It's regular washer. For a knife of that quality, really, it's not. I'm not sure that Sniper Bladeworks did a nice job putting just regular washer for a knife like that, and a pivot that weak. So eventually, even if you tighten the pivot, eventually the blade will go to the right as it is now. I just tighten it like, and I flipped it just 2 or 3 times after, and it goes, yeah, you see, it loosened, the pivot loosened. So I think that after 10 or I don't know, some openings, the blade will probably touch the handle, and I will need to tighten very, very often. I might go for a Loctite. I don't like to put some Loctite on the pivot, but in that case, I think that would be helpful. So the opening mechanism, I like it because you have this cut here on the blade, which is first awesome. And then this is the way to open the blade. Very, very nice opening. You can open it, you know, with a flicking motion like that, very nice, or very slow motion like that. I love it. Then also you have another way to open the knife is to use the stop pins. Just put your, I like this way of opening also. You put your thumb here and just flick it like that. It flies open. It goes, I mean, it's the fastest way, I mean, to open the blade, I think. Look at that. You see that? Very, very easy. I like, because you see you have a lot of way to open the blade. See some thickness in the lock bar, but like I said, hear that? Yeah, you can hear that. Yeah, pillow construction, very nice standoffs, anodized also. I just love the clip here. I just love it. The design is just excellent, excellent. So again, I'm sure that a lot of you will say that this coating, this snake coating, is a kind of funky. But I don't care. I said it again. It's the tribute to my friend Snake Plissken. So for me, it is very, very special. So now the issues with this knife. I would say, yeah, the washer, it's very poor. This regular pivot for a knife. Now I think nowadays, these days, sorry, I think that every custom knife maker, if they want to pretend to do some custom knives, they have to go for custom pivot and custom clips. You know, like 3D clips, something like that. Otherwise, it's kind of poor. Yeah, it's kind of poor with finish. So, have I anything less other to say about this knife? I think not. I think not. I hope that you appreciate this knife. This one, I'm not sure that you will be able to get one, but oh yeah, no, I just forgot to mention. I'm sorry. If you can get your hand on a DMF, I think you would like the this knife, but you have to resharpen it so it can cut something. Then after that, you will have a knife very, very well thought in the design. But because here you have this curve here on the handle, and you see, you could think that it's very slippery like that with the titanium, and it is actually. But if just the way the shape of the handle makes here for a kind of guard, and here everything is held in place. You see, you put your thumb like that, and believe me, my friend, there is no way in hell that this knife will go anywhere if you want to use it as a tactical knife. It can be used actually as a tactical knife, even though it's not a really nice thruster. But like that, you know, you don't have to flex, you know, the wrist because of the shape of this handle. It will go straight to your opponent like that, if ever you have to be in that position, in that situation, which I don't recommend and I don't wish for any one of you or me. So you have this position, and then if ever you can sharpen this knife and want to use it for a small cutting task, you have a perfect choice here. You can rest your thumb, your index here, and here you can rest also. Look at that, you can rest your thumb here like that, and it makes for very, very secure. I mean, again, here like that, the curve here goes on the palm, and it, I mean, that won't go anywhere. And for small cutting task, it's very, very nice, given the knife is provided, sorry, that the knife is sharpened here. So it is very, very ergonomic. The only thing is that I think that they should, and they did actually, they changed the shape of their, some shape of their blades in the new batch of DMF. If they make it, you know, a cutting tool and a thrusting tool, this knife would be perfect, because as I say, for a tactical, it would be great, absolutely great for the design, and for a small cutting task, this grip is just awesome. So provided that they upgrade and they do these changes on the blade, that could be an absolutely awesome knife, even as a tool. So yeah, almost 15 minutes, so I think I'm gonna be out of here and catch you guys for another video. Bye bye.